Tonight, from Seattle, Washington, it's the NFC Championship game. It's the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Chicago Bears.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, with that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A first down carry for Barkley, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant, it works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
My boy, thank
Officially
you.
nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And the reception made by Green. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Barkley inside handoff. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. 14 yards. And the Seahawks have struck first in this NFC title game. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Green's got it over the middle. And And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Flushed out right. He finds his man, complete. It's Ramirez. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. Give him 18 on the play.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Again, it's Barkley. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant from 17 yards out. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's thrown for a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown, so they have to count for a guy that can do a little bit of both.
And because of that, that puts the defense back on its heels. Because normally you just think, okay, he's going to throw the ball. Let's tee off, put a little extra pressure on him. But when he's able to either escape or run with the ball and design plays, that really changes what you try and do on defense.
Yeah, you certainly can't forget about the arm, that's for sure. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's a give to Barkley, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term, imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone.
Easy on
but he's just got that strength of
Madden
will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's thrown for a touchdown pass, and he's run for one so far.
When you're able to watch a guy perform at a high level and do it in multiple ways, yeah, arm, legs, He really helps his team in a big way. You've got to think that they feel great about where they are in this ball game, and they feel even better about him leading their team.
Now he's hoping to put them into a better spot after this drive. And that is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
They'll throw now on the final play. He lets it fly for Lockett. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time.
Tyler Lockett, he's at the 40, 20, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 75 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 65 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell him to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle.
Can you buy my Mike Singletary on Xbox for $230K?
Perhaps the play call was for him.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. On play action, they'll throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
This will be caught just inside the 10. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like the Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Seahawks. And you can bet that they are starting to sense it now. That George Halas trophy nearly theirs. Their spot as NFC champions oh so close as they try to finish this one off. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Stopped on the play by Kyler Gordon.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He lets it fly for Lockett. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Not the best of plays here as a quarterback. You're right-handed. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down.
The Seahawks are the NFC champs. Time for us to sign off. Thank you so much for watching, and good night, everybody. And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, will see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
Tonight, from Las Vegas, Nevada, Super Bowl 58. It's the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions.
Yo Blooms, thanks for taking the time to view the channel, means a lot, brother R. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It's free. Hit the bell to see when I go live again.
So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
They begin with a run by Barkley. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I will hear about that from him soon.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second and 6. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. 3-0 is our score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. Now Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now a first carry for their fullback. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this a quick slant to Lockett. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. They'll look to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in his opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
Now back to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. On the run, it's Barkley. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. They'll set up to throw. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back to throw here. Rolling to his... And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, they were looking to throw it there on 4th and goal. It was end zone or bust. And he tucks it, puts his head down, dives in for the score.
And he certainly had that phrase uppermost in his mind. He expected to throw the ball in the end zone for a touchdown. But when that was taken away, he decided he was not going to dive short. He wasn't going to slide. He was going to get into the end zone and gave his body up in order to accomplish it.
Let's go, Chad.
Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one. A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On the draw, this is Barkley, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense, so that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. He'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end fan. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They go play action here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. It's caught. Lockett. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will knot us up at 10. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And through one half at least, this Super Bowl has been everything it was cracked up to be. All tied. What's your key for them, Charles, in the second half?
Simplicity, partner, because in the Super Bowl, with the extra time at halftime, I think some stats get caught up in trying to design too many things. It's all tied up. They have to remember what they did to get here.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. It's a big play there for Seattle. 57 yards. Typically with catches like that, we talk about the height of the wide receiver, but he's one of the shorter receivers in the NFL.
And it doesn't seem to matter, does it? Put the tape measure away. How about some of these guys under 6 feet tall? Antonio Brown, T.Y. Hilton, and Super Bowl 53 MVP, Julian Edelman.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. 3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Barkley bowling his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. A first down carry for Barkley. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around a finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, 39 yards. And the Seahawks will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. And it's not too often you see a draw play pay off quite like that, but that turned out to be a heck of a run.
Yeah, right through the teeth of the defense as well. But you're right, a lot of times you're just hoping to get past the defensive lineman, maybe get 8 to about 15 yards. But at second and third level, they were very slow to react, and off he went.
But now this offense comes back out onto the field, and they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a two-score. Now here's Michael Dixon. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the Ravens will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. That went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Up the middle with Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He'll look to throw. This is the tight end fan. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Open man is Miller. He's got it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Class of the NFL, Seattle wins the Super Bowl.
All that hard work paid off. We did a chat back-to-back Super Bowl champions.
They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them. A fantastic season.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
This is the final push. You're on the verge of superstardom. Now's the time. You either become a legend or just another number. Congrats on the well-earned ratings adjustment. Next step, 99 Club.
99 Club we made to season 2024 coming up chat we bosses know this will be it for Madden today. I will be streaming Destiny 2 with the squad and bout.